From Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio, MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Big storyline coming into this one is the tough stretch for one of their key players. He just can't seem to get it going at the plate recently, Chris.
Well, I think it's time to switch it up, Boog. He's due for a major breakout, and hopefully he can shake it off and get back to his old self today.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to go. Our starting pitcher in this one, Andrew Abbott. Singing, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
And now Mason Wynn. And a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. Ground ball to first, could be two. Slings to second. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Right side. McLean handles, throws to first, and they get Arenado for the out. They don't come any quicker. 3 pitches for 3 outs, inning over. Cardinals nothing, Reds coming to bat. Back after this on the show. Back here at Great American Ballpark, and today's starter, Eric Fetty. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
TJ Friedl, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. The Reds are going through a rough start so far this season.
Yeah, just an awful first month. It doesn't have to be the end of the story. When I was on the 2001 White Sox, we started 8-15, but we finished the year with a winning record. You just got to play through it. It's a long season.
That's to third. Arenado zips it to first. One up, one down.
Batting second.
Here's the lineup for the Reds. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Matt McLean stands in now and watches strike one. And that is downstairs. And the count even 1-1. Fought off foul. 1 out, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And that one fouled off.
One.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Throws to first in time, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nobody left for Cincinnati. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second. Now it's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. Gorman throws right, bats left. 24 years old, and he's put together some good swings lately with 5 home runs in his last 10 games. Abbott back to work, and that's in the dirt.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
And a foul ball. Abbott winds and deals. And that's in the dirt. And a count 2-1.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Too low, and it's ball 3.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And up next for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. 5 for 13 in the series. Chop to the left side. And that one handled. The throw to second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
That is it. First baseman.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Yohel Pozo next up for the Cardinals. Runner. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball outside. Throw to second. Save.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Man at second. Squirts away a little bit.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
One and two here. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Pedro Pajes will hit next.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. No hits over his last 5 games.
And a foul ball. And the lefty with the 0-1. And a weak ground ball to the left side. But it kicks foul. Next offering upstairs.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And we're back. Bottom of the second. And stepping in is the speedy Noelvi Marte. And a bunt towards third. Bare hand has to hurry. Oh, the throw is over his head. And he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error.
Well, that was a throw that just shouldn't have been made. They scored a single and an error, so the official scorer doesn't believe a good throw would have gotten an out, and neither do I. We can't hear it from up here, but I wonder if anyone was telling him just to eat the throw. You know, that's where communication on the infield can sometimes help out a ton.
It's going to fall for a hit. Marte on his horse around third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And it's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. And we don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. Look out! And it hit him.
Well, it's safe to say he won't be getting invited to the charity golf tournament this offseason.
First and second, no outs. In now for the Reds, Gavin Lux. Just 1 hit and 10 at bats so far in this series. Late swing, foul to the left. Foul ball there. Espinal on second. Steer at first with no outs. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Here's Jose Trevino. That one ripped. Scott going back. Banks off the wall. Run scores, and that makes it 2-0 as they get the out. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Hitter, Michael Hellman.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
Here's the center fielder, Victor Scott. And there's a foul ball. Pitch misses inside. And that's ball 1.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
So the lineup flips over, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. To third, Marte zips it across. St. Louis goes down in order. Nothing doing here this half. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Reds 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Right fielder, Blake Dunn.
And that finds the mark on the outside corner. That's strike 1. Swings through the sweeper.
0-2.
And that one missing low. gets a piece and stays alive. Kicks and deals. Stays alive. Into center. Scott hauls it in, and there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And first offering is fouled off. And misses inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Comebacker to the mound. The throw to first.
He's out.
Got the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Matt McClain.
Stepping in, Matt McClain. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. In there at the knees. No balls, 2 strikes.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. Reds go down quietly, but they still lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
These days, people say a lot of things that they won't do, things that they want to. Man, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? Everything they want, but they won't do. These days, people say a lot of things, but they won't do things that they want to. Man, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Man, what you gonna do? Everything they want, but they won't do. I'ma get the bag and invest that in triple. And then it's back inside the lab with a packet of advanced. Still it break, I don't relax. Too high up, I never land. Taking trips out to Japan, ain't even touching my advance.
Inside, just missed.
You know, these Cardinals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
In for a strike. Went with the sweeper. Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground, De La Cruz. Over to first. Great pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Grounded out his first time. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
On the ground, right side. Takes it himself. Out. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, second baseman, Nolan Gorman.
Here's Nolan Gorman, and he's already singled in this game. just missed.
Down.
Popped in the air, left field. Espinal makes the grab, and that'll end the inning.
Hey, hey, now, haven't you heard? It's a brand new day. You can't bring me down, I'm on top of the world. So chuck it on my way. Like a butterfly cruising in the
Ready to go for the
Leading
last
off
half of
for
the
the
inning.
Reds.
Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
De La Cruz.
Fouled off. He was late.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Swinging a foul out of play. And ball one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off
Third
base.
baseman,
And the defense
Noelvi
breathes a sigh of relief because he
Martinez.
puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Noelvi Marte, the next to hit for the Reds. In there, and it's 0-1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
1-2.
And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So up next,
Now batting,
Santiago
left
Espinal.
fielder,
Singled and drove in a run his first time through.
Espinal.
And that one
Too low.
cutting but missing down low. Swing and a ground ball. On the run, sends it over to
Got him.
first.
That's
Pretty
out.
nice play there. Reds down in order, but they're on top 1-0.
that stank on your face. Funk up the place. We just trying to dance, yo. Turn up the bass. We about to go. What's about to happen, girl? You already know.
Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off
a
for
pitcher's
St.
duel
Louis,
so far.
right
Here's how the
fielder,
starters
Jordan
have
Walker.
performed up to this point. Abbott back to work. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
You know, these Cards, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Ball 1.
Misses just off the
One
outside
ball,
edge. I
one
think that was a
strike.
strike.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Here's a 1-1.
No, that's a ball.
This to third, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, patience and discipline
Now
paid
batting,
off right
number
there as he
55.
got into an advantage count. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And here's the first baseman, Yohel Pozo. First offering, runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw to second, he's safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
In the air, left field. Espinal moves under it. Brings it in. And there's one away.
Now batting, catcher Pedro Pajes.
And now the Cardinals catcher, Pedro Pajes.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order, struggling as of late. But a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
Right through there for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Walker over at second, one down. Abbott checks the runner, and he's back safely. Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed, though.
Got him swinging. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. Just to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Michael Hellman next up for the Cardinals. Struck out swinging his first time. Inside, just missed. And it is 2-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Friedel. And that's the 3rd out. The Cards leave 1. They still trail 1-0. Bottom of the inning,
Leading
and ready to hit now for
Reds.
Cincinnati.
First
Spencer
baseman,
Steer.
Spencer Steer.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And they had their first base runner since the 2nd inning. And next is the designated hitter, Gavin Lux. Went down on strikes his first time through. Lux measures 6 feet 2 inches, 27 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Wisconsin. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. One away.
Now batting, the catcher, Jose Trevino.
Jose Trevino, the next to hit for the Reds. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting. In today's world of baseball, compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Swings and misses, and it's 1-1. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page, and that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers. Man at first, one away.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room, it's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
Good job to fight that one off. And that one way outside. Full count now. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound. But his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this. But he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Done. In the box now. Take strike 1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Steer, the lead runner out at second. Trevino at first. One gone. And that's off the inside edge. And 1-1. And that is out of play. Fights it off. He'll see another. Pitch misses there. 2-2. And that's downstairs and outside. T.J. Friedel up next for the Reds. Three-two now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Pickoff moved to second, and he's back in there. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fly ball to right. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And now the center fielder, T.J. Friedel, has grounded out a couple of times. And that one cutting but missing down low. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Kyle Leahy getting ready to go. Liberator, the lefty, warming up as well. Next offering is fouled back. First and second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5.
2-1.
In the dirt, but kept close. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And no one can get there. Runner from second crosses the plate. And they take a 2-run lead. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Eric Fetty gives way, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back.
Now pitching for
New
St.
arm
Louis.
of the mound for the Cardinals,
Number
Kyle
62.
Leahy.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that one out your team needs from you.
Next for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. Called strike right there.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
That one the other way. Base hit, 1 run in already. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 5 innings complete. It's the Reds 3 and the Cardinals nothing. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's a speed threat, Victor Scott. First pitch is in the dirt.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And he grounds one to the right side. And that chance handled. Tosses to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop, Mason Wynn.
So the batting order turns over. Mason Wynn now at the plate. 1 for 2. On the ground to third. Marte with a throw to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Left
Good
fielder,
fade and
Brendan
sinking action of
Donovan.
that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
2 down, base is empty. Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground, and a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. Pulls that one foul.
He's a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Here's a 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
Now batting,
so he's
third
able to reach
baseman,
first base
Nolan
despite the
Arenado.
strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, it's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's Nolan Arenado. That one finds the zone. That's strike
No
one.
ball. 1 strike.
Two outs. And
That's a ball.
downstairs. That
Ball.
one missed. Check swing called strike. It's 2-2. Donovan leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one to first, and it's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, second baseman, Nolan Gorman.
Now at the plate, Nolan Gorman. He is singled and he is flied to left. Lined into right. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Reds 3 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here at Great American Ballpark, bottom of the 6th inning. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. That's in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. John King, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. And that one is lifted in the air. Scott puts it away for the out.
Up next for the Reds, third baseman,
Noel V.
Marte.
Marte, the next to hit for the Reds. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Cut on and lifted in the air. Walker gets under it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Spencer Steer.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. Foul ball.
Well, if he's going to steal second,
You want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Ripped to right, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter
Gavin Lux, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 2 in this one. Fastball for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Scott makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Reds strand a couple, but they lead it 3-0. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. The Redbirds in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
That one down the line. Steps on first for the out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And now the first baseman, Yohel Pozo. And it's fouled away. Tried to check his swing there. Now it appealed to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. The Reds leading by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a ball line to center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Michael Hellman.
Michael Hellman, the next to hit. This one in the dirt.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
And it's 1-1. Pajes off of first strike with 2 away. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Hit in the air, center field. Drops into the glove, and that is that. So 1 left for the Cardinals. They trail it here 3-0.
Now pitching for
We're
St.
back
Louis.
in a new pitcher here to start the
Number
bottom of the
52.
seventh. Matthew Liberator.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the Reds catcher,
Off for the
Jose
Reds.
Trevino.
Catcher Jose Trevino.
Ball one, no strikes.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
And of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
That smash towards center. Scott makes the grab, and there's one down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Lake Dunn.
And now the right fielder, Blake Dunn. Splits the plate. Strike 1.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Now batting, the center
2 outs,
fielder,
base is empty. TJ Friedel, the next to hit for the Reds. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Up the middle, and that squirts through. And that extends the inning. So digging in, Matt McClain. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strikes.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Two outs. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Back-to-back base hits. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And now Ellie De La Cruz.
That's a strike.
That one's in there. That's strike 1. That's down and in. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Reds 3 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here in Cincinnati, ready to begin the 8th. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. Abbott back to work. Tap foul at the plate.
No ball. 2 strikes.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's into the gap. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. He didn't smoke that ball, but he didn't have to, man. When you're working the ball gap to gap, there's so much open space out there. So I think that knock was all about his approach and that willingness to just let the ball get deep on it. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the shortstop. And now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change. Andrew Abbott is done, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching for
so
the
they bring
Reds,
on their closer in the 8th, Graham Ashcraft.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Waste no time there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch misses. The tying run at the plate. Line drive, that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. 1 for 3. On the ground to third, might be 2. Now the tag at third, and they got it.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
So now it's the full-hole hitter, Nolan Gorman.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Grounder might be two. Off balance feed. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, John King.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Noelvi Marte.
Noelvi Marte.
And now he'll ask for time and step out of the box. King, in his 5th season, 30 years old now, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2017. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Walker calls it in, and there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, left fielder.
And the batter now, Santiago Espinal. In the dirt, and that's ball one. Swing and a chopper out to short. Tosses across to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Spencer Steer.
And here's the first baseman, Spencer Steer. Swings and misses. It's 0-1. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
Another big game. He's looking pretty much unstoppable at the plate. When you connect and he jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So runner at second, 2 down. Gavin Lux, the next to hit for the Reds. Almost got him. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full, it's the Reds 3 and the Cardinals 1. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Marte with a throw to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And here is Yoel Pozo. Now the Reds manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Graham Ashcraft departs. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
Scott
Reds.
Barlow on to pitch
Number
here.
58.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
And that's in there for strike one. The Reds leading by 2 here at the top of the ninth. And a breaking ball misses outside. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Espinal makes the play, and there's 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. And that's in for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Barlow is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Start of the new month is a great chance to hit the reset button. Whether you're coming in hot or cold, getting that win today is a great feeling to continue through the rest of the month.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.